Nawal is a student who needs a personal computer to assist her in managing her studies, such as completing assignment. Thus, she needs a personal computer that includes Microsoft Office application, such as Microsoft Word and Microsoft Excel. She also wants programming software such as Visual Basic, Net, and C++, as well as Adobe software for editing, such as Adobe Premiere, Adobe Director, and Adobe Dreamweaver, to make her edits more fascinating, because there are many tools in this Adobe software that are easier for her to edit. She requires a personal computer with a huge storage capacity because she is a university student who must keep all her files and assignment document on it.
Okay, now we move to the first component for Nawal's computer. First, we have the motherboard. We choose the model of MSI MAG B460M Motor Wi-Fi with the CPU support of Intel 10th generation Gen socket LGA 1200 with a USB support of 4 USB 3.2 Gen, 1 Type-C, 2 USB 2.0 storage, and with a network of Realtek 2.5GB LAN Intel Wi-Fi 6 wireless, with the advantage of great value than other motherboard, with a strong VRM, quality I/O and connectivity, with a price of 500 ringgit. Now we move to the second component, is computer case. We choose the Gadium Argus E4 Elite mid-tower PC case ATX desktop casing with the size of mid-tower, with a motherboard support of mini ATX, micro ATX and ATX, with 7 expansion slot, weight around 4.5 kg or 9.9 pound. This computer case advantage is able to support up to 5 120mm fans, mounting point for 240mm radiator at the top and a 120mm radiator in the rear, with a total price of 200 ringgit. Next component, we have keyboard and mouse. We choose the HP GK1100 high performance gaming keyboard and mouse with a number keys of 104 including the 1 FN key. For the keyboard, switch left circle, key left up to 110 million left circle with the interface of USB wired. For the mouse tracking method, we have advanced gaming optical sensor with a default DPI for 800 dpi with a key pressure of 70G. Advantage is large drain hole at the bottom with a total price of 69 ringgit. And for Nawal monitor, we choose the model of HP M224 21.5 inch monitor with a resolution of 9020 x 1080 with an aspect ratio of 16:9. This monitor response time is 5 ms gray to gray with overdrive, with a contrast ratio static to 1000 ratio 1 static. This monitor screen size is 23.5 inch with an active display size of 54.61 cm or 21.5 inch. This monitor advantage is anti-glare. We also have anti-static in-plane switching language section with a total price of 500.
Okay, for the output device for this computer is speaker, and we choose Creative Pebble V2 model. This speaker connection type is USB-C, and the cable length from right to left speaker cable is about 1.35 meter. Okay, the total system power can be up to 16 watt, and the advantages is the speaker is built-in and automated switch for compatible USB device. Other than that, the speaker can use manual switch for USB-A device. Okay, the price for this computer is 100 ringgit Malaysia. Okay, next, the hardware for this computer. Firstly is processor. We choose AMD Ryzen 5 as our processor, and this processor speed about 4.2 GHz. This AMD Ryzen 5 processor use technology TSMC FinFET technology, and the lifespan about 4 years for gaming purpose and other general purpose. Okay, for the advantages for this processor is we can use this until the processor become 95 degrees Celsius. That is the max temperature. Okay, the price for this processor about 1,199 ringgit Malaysia. Okay, secondly, the hardware of this computer is system memory. We choose Kingston Fury DDR4 as our system memory, and the speed is 3733 MHz. Okay, for the capacity of this Kingston Fury DDR4 is about 32 GB, and it uses semiconductor technology. The lifespan is limited lifespan, and one of the advantage is high performance, and other than that is the cost effective if we want to upgrade it. Okay, the price is about 389 ringgit. Okay, next we move to the graphic card. Okay, we choose NVIDIA Quadro P1000 graphic card, and this graphic card display resolution is 4x4096 x 2106 or 60 Hz. Okay, for the capacity is 4 GB, and the lifespan up to 3 years. Okay, the advantage for this graphic card, it have multiple GPU technology, and the price is about 1,899 ringgit.
For the SSD, we use SSD from Samsung model SSD X60 Evo 2.5, and the speed is 515 MB, and the capacity is 500 GB. We use technology from Samsung V and AMD, and the advantage is auto garbage collection algorithm, and the price is 490 ringgit. Alright, for the DVD-ROM, we use DVD-ROM from model USB external 3 CD-ROM, DVD RW player optical VCD drive writer. The write speed is DVD-R, DVD plus R 8X, DVD RW 4X, CD R24X. And the advantage for this DVD-ROM is portable, easy to use, and external. And the price is 75 ringgit and 20 cents.
The productivity software that we chose was Microsoft 365, which include Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel, Microsoft PowerPoint, and others. It is suitable to operate with Windows 10 64-bit, which is RAM 4GB. Moving on to the next multimedia and creativity software, we decided to go on with Adobe Creative Cloud 2021. It is also suitable to be operated with Windows 10 64-bit and is 8GB RAM. The operating system that we chose was Windows 10 64-bit. It is 2GB RAM for 64-bit. The capacity was 32GB. Graphic card DirectX X9 or later with WDDM 1.0 driver.
Next is our programming language software. The model that we are using is Python. Python is an operating system that works on different platforms such as Windows, Linux, Mac, Raspberry Pi, and etc. The RAM is 2 GB with a lifetime lifespan. The advantages of using Python is it can be used for a rapid prototyping, production-ready software, and development. The price for Python is free. Next will be the pricing consideration, the devices that we are using. Firstly is the MSI MAG B460M Motor Wi-Fi with the price of 500 ringgit. Secondly, the Gamdias Argus E4 Elite Mid-Tower PC Case ATX Desktop Casing with the price of 200 ringgit. Thirdly, the HP M22F 2.5 monitor with the price of 500 ringgit, which gives us a total for devices 1,200 ringgit. Next will be the hardware. The first hardware that we are using is AMD Ryzen 5 3600X CPU processor with the price of 1,199 ringgit. Secondly, the Kingston Fury DDR4 with the price of 389 ringgit. Thirdly, the NVIDIA Cordio P1000 graphic card with the price of 1,899 ringgit. Fourthly, the Samsung SSD 860 EVO 2.5 with the price of 419 ringgit. Last but not least, the USB external 3 CD-ROM DVD RW player optical VCD drive writer with the price of 75 ringgit and 20 cent, which gave us a total of 3,981 with 20 cent. Next will be the software. The software that we are using is the Microsoft 365 with the price of 259 ringgit. Secondly, the Adobe Creative Cloud 2021 with the price of 159 ringgit. Thirdly, the Windows 10 with a 64-bit with the price of 139 ringgit. Last but not least, the Python with a price of free, which gave us a total of 557 ringgit. Last but not least, the input and output devices that we are using is the HP GK 1100 high performance gaming keyboard and mouse combo with a price of 69 ringgit. Secondly, the Creative Pebble V2 with the price of 100 ringgit, which gives us the total of 169 ringgit. The consideration totals of all items above, which is the devices, hardware, software and input and output devices, is 5,907 ringgit and 20 cent. In conclusion, with the specific needs that Nawa had given us, which is by using her computer to do assignments, playing games with her friends and watching movies alone. With the specific needs, we have justified and given full out on the components and items in the computer. The components and items complements on her needs, which will give her a better usement and even a better experience. In belief that with the price of 5,907 ringgit with 20 cent is reasonable with the condition and quality of the computer. In hopes that one day Nawal would feel that the computer will justify her needs and give her the best opportunity towards her doing assignments, playing games and watching movies. That's all for today. Thank you.